Hello everybody! Today we are here at Islands of Adventure, and one of the things that we get asked the most often is where are the best places to get food? There are so many different locations to get food at Islands of Adventure. There are 3 different types of locations to get food. The first is going to be your fine dining, sit-down, fancy restaurants. The second is going to be sort of your casual, fast casual, grab-and-go style. And then the third category is like little food carts. Today's episode, what we're going to focus on is those casual, sort of quick service, fast casual, grab and go, or sit down. There are sit down options, but it's not really fine dining where you're waited on and so on and so forth. And there are so many different places to grab food from a casual perspective that we're gonna have to get moving on this thing. It's gonna be a lot of different options, but we're only gonna focus today on what we think are the best options. We won't get every single one, but we're gonna show you if you're coming to the park and you want some food, these are going to be your best options. And the reason we're focusing on sort of the fast casual, quick service locations is because when you're at the theme park, we feel like most people, most of the time, are going to be choosing foods from one of these type of locations. Sometimes maybe grabbing something from a snack cart, but sort of rarely going to sort of a fine dining, sit down restaurant. You're going to have those throughout your trip. If you're here for maybe a week-long vacation, maybe you do one of those a day. But there's usually a pretty big demand for sort of these grab-and-go or quick service styles. So we're going to focus on those. So let's get moving because there are so many of them. The first 2 quick service locations on our list today that we want to go through is right near the entrance. As soon as you walk into the Superhero Island area, there are 2 different places. There's Cafe 4 and there is Captain America Diner. Cafe 4 is themed after the Fantastic Four, of course. So the Fantastic Four, if you're familiar with those superheroes, that's what it's all about, all the theming. You got Benjamin Grimm, the Thing. You've got Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman. You've got the Human Torch. So all the Fantastic Four characters there. It's a really cute theme. Cafe 4 is all about the Italian food. It's kind of similar to Louis over on the Universal side. It's got pretty much the same foods. It's got jumbo pizza slices. It's got spaghetti with meatballs. It's got chicken parm. And they're fairly reasonably priced. Actually, most of the dishes there are pretty cheap if you look at the prices for the Italian dishes. For example, the chicken parm combo comes with the chicken parm, plus a little bit of pasta on the side, and a breadstick, and a Caesar side salad. And it's only $16.99, which I feel like is a good deal. The non-combo version is $12.99, so most of the dishes in there range between like $12 and $16 per dish, which I feel like is pretty reasonably priced. Now the pizza, once again, just like over at Louis, is pretty expensive. It's like $16 to $18 a slice of pizza, and it's like $40 for a whole pizza. Again, the pizzas there are enormous, so it's understandable that it's pretty expensive, theme park pizza. And we mentioned in our Universal Studios, if you're really in the mood for pizza, your best bet is to go to Red Oven Pizza right outside the City Walk. But if you don't feel like going outside, it's a great option, and the pizza's really good there. And then, of course, Captain America's Diner is exactly what it sounds like it's going to be. It's all American burgers. It's sort of an all-American burger joint. They've got some really delicious bacon cheeseburgers there with fries, and they're only about like $16, $17 for the burger. They do have combos available. Similar to some of the burger places over in Universal Studios, the combo comes with a milkshake. So you get fries and a milkshake, which I feel like is a pretty good deal for like $17 to $18 per person. It's not bad. They also have chicken fingers there, and they have a hot honey chicken sandwich, which we've never actually tried, but it looks really good. So if you're looking for like a hot honey chicken sandwich, they've got it there, and it looks amazing. And as the diner name suggests, it's all about Captain America. It's got a bunch of other theming about all the other superheroes and supervillains inside the restaurant as well. It's just kind of a cute ambiance in there. But again, Captain America's Diner and Cafe 4 are right there in Superhero Island in the sort of the Marvel area. They're kind of diagonal from each other, pretty close. So you can either do the Italian sort of pizza and such, or you can do the American burgers and chicken sandwiches, all without ever leaving the Superhero Island area. As we make our way around the park, we run into Toon Lagoon, and there are actually 2 different locations in Toon Lagoon that have some pretty interesting food options that we would highly recommend giving a shot to. The first is going to be the Comic Strip Cafe, and it's themed obviously after comic strips. The whole thing kind of reminds me of like the old Bazooka bubblegum, like the little comics that came in that bubblegum, those sort of like old school comic books. That's really what that's really what the entire land reminds me of, especially the Comic Strip Cafe. Now, most of the food in the Comic Strip Cafe is going to be similar to what you found in the sort of Superhero Island Marvel area with the burgers and the pizzas and so on and so forth. Now, the burgers there, they do have like a bacon burger. It's like $15.49. You can do a combo with it with the shake again and the fries, and that brings it up to like $18.50 or so. They also have the pizza, but here they are the individual sized pizzas, and those are about like $12.50 or $13.50 depending. You can also combo that with a Caesar side salad. And so it's a little bit different. The pizzas are the individual sized pizzas versus the big giant jumbo slices. But where Comic Strip Cafe really shines is it has a little bit different food as one of the options. So they have this sort of like Asian inspired or Asian cuisine. They have a ramen dish, which is going to be sort of that classic ramen dish with the noodles in it and the broth that it's going to be in, a little bit of veggies and eggs and things like that, which is really, really good. And they also have a rice bowl that has some like beef in it, some rice, different options like that. So it really does shine because it has sort of like, I call like almost like unique food that you don't find anywhere else really in the park. And I do want to point out that they also do have a vegetarian option. They have a tofu ramen that's available there so anyone who's a vegetarian, this is a great option for you. And then right next door to Comic Strip Cafe is Blondies. And Blondies is very similar to like a Subway or a Jersey Mike's or a Jimmy John's restaurant, where you kind of go in and you choose on sort of a sub sandwich, what do you actually want on it? Like different types of meats. They have like a create your own, but what they're really famous for is the Dagwood sandwich. And if you don't know anything about the Dagwood, usually a Dagwood sandwich is a sandwich. It basically just has everything on it. That thing is a monster. Let's talk about what's on their Dagwood sandwich. It is served on a fresh baked onion and poppy seed bread, and it has baked ham, turkey, roast beef, American and Swiss cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, mayonnaise, and mustard, and this thing is a monster. And it's only $10.69. I feel like that's a pretty good deal for such a large sandwich. Like I said, they do have some create your own options. They have a couple of different types of bread. They do have side dishes like potato salad and coleslaw. You can also add chips for a couple of bucks. It's like $3 for chips. But overall, you're talking between like $10 and $15, $10 to $16 a person. So again, I don't feel like it's that badly priced, especially if you're just looking for like a fresh kind of sandwich. And they do make them right there. They're not pre-made. They make them made to order. For some reason, that same location, Blondie's, also has hot dogs. I don't really know why, because it doesn't fit in with the theme of the restaurant, but they do have foot-long hot dogs and chili dogs, and they have a Chicago-style dog, so that's also available. But it's kind of a nice spot, I feel like, if you're looking for like a fresh sandwich made to order, and it's not that expensive. Now let's talk about the Jurassic Park section of the park. It's also technically Kong Skull Island as well, I guess, but I'm just gonna call it the Jurassic Park area. And that particular island has 2 good options. There is sort of a pizza joint that's in there too, but it's just kind of a grab and go. There's not really a lot of seating, and it's usually closed. So we're not going to cover that, and it's not much different from the other pizza places. But there are 2 kind of standout locations in this area. The first one is going to be Thunder Falls Terrace. The Thunder Falls Terrace restaurant is pretty good in size, and I think this is one of the better restaurants in all of Islands of Adventure. I love the fact that Thunder Falls Terrace has different food. So at this particular location, you're gonna get some amazing dishes. They have a bunch of different rice bowls that you can get. They have rotisserie chicken combos, which comes with this rotisserie chicken, comes with fresh corn on the cob, herb roasted potatoes. You can also get a milkshake combo with that. They also have the smoked turkey leg combo there as well. So that's an option if you're a lover of smoked turkey legs. And sometimes you kind of feel like when you get a smoked turkey leg, you're like, well, where's the rest of my meal? Like that's kind of like the snack that I walk around the parks with and just kind of gnaw on this turkey leg. They actually have a smoked turkey leg combo at this particular location. and it comes with fries and a milkshake. So you can feel like you're getting an actual complete meal, but you also still get that delicious smoked turkey leg. Now, this location's a little bit more expensive, I feel like, than some of the others, because most of the dishes are gonna range between like $16 and like $20 to $21 per person. But again, it's hearty food. I mean, you're getting that like chicken, rice bowl, you're getting corn on the cob and potatoes and turkey legs. I mean, you get a lot of stuff with it. So it's like a hearty meal, and it's just a really cool space. And then the last location is Burger Digs. Now, honestly, it's not really that much different from some of the other burger places that you have to choose from throughout Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios, but it is a really cool place to hang out. It's got a lot of different things going for it when it comes to like the dinosaurs. It's got a Discovery Center downstairs. It's right next to Velocicoaster. There's a gift shop there, and one of my favorite things there is they actually have a toppings bar. They've actually added the toppings bar back. It's been gone since COVID. I feel like most of the locations, whether it's in Disney or in Universal, none of the topping bars have come back, but this one actually has the toppings bar, and I am a huge fan of topping bars because A, I love pickles, B, I love pickles, and C, I love to pile high my pickles on my burgers. So it's a burger joint. They do have an herbivore burger platter, which is gonna be sort of a mushroom burger. For vegetarians. They have a costado burger, which is a Costa Rican inspired burger. So they have a couple of different options there that are different from the other locations, but really it comes down to the ambiance. It's a cool location, and it has a toppings bar. Now, the next food location on our trip around Islands of Adventure is none other than the Three Broomsticks. I think this probably has to be one of the most popular locations in all of Islands of Adventure. Not only is it themed after the Harry Potter movies and the Three Broomsticks that's actually featured in the movie, it has some amazing sort of English style food in there, similar to some of the food items that they have over on the other side of Universal Studios at the Leaky Cauldron. They have some of the same type of English food, like they've got shepherd's pie over here, but they also have other dishes that aren't necessarily truly English inspired. So they have things like rotisserie smoked chicken, and they do have that amazing turkey leg platter here, but it comes with wedge fries instead of standard French fries. They have a chicken and ribs platter, and they have fish and chips. So if you're looking for fish and chips anywhere in this park, this is definitely the place to come for fish and chips. And most of these dishes range in price from about $12 up to like $18. One of the cool things that they actually have here is they have a platter for 4, which is $70. But it's a platter for 4 people to eat at. And then it's like $18 per additional person on top of that. And this is called the Great Feast. And I'll tell you a little bit about what it comes with. It has a fresh garden salad tossed with a signature vinaigrette dressing. The main course is gonna be a rotisserie smoked chicken with spare ribs, corn on the cob, and roasted potatoes. Yum, sounds delicious. But this is a great location. The ambiance is amazing. You feel like you're in sort of the movie in the Harry Potter world, and they have so many different foods to choose from. And they actually do here have some of the butterbeer items as well that you're gonna be looking for. They have them in this restaurant. So again, a little bit different type of food than the standard other locations around Islands of Adventure. This is probably one of the best, if not the best. I have one other that I want to talk about that I feel like rivals this particular location that we both feel like is amazing, but this is definitely on the top of the list. We finally made it to the last restaurant on our list, the last quick service, fast casual spot in the entire park that we think is worth seeing and worth hanging out and getting some food at. And this is our favorite quick service restaurant in all of Islands of Adventure. And it is none other than Circus McGurkus Cafe Stoo-pendous. I love this place. It is so cute. The ambiance in this place is so cool. It's so cute. It's literally like a flying circus in here. It's obviously, we are in the Dr. Seuss land area of Islands of Adventure. And there are all these like flying carousel trapeze, little characters. The actual trolley in the sky ride actually comes through this restaurant at the top. It sort of goes around in a circle. And it's just really cute. And they have a lot of amazing food here. Now, when it comes to the food, they do have the typical like bacon cheeseburger and the pizza. They got like a jumbo pizza slice, and they have the Caesar salad and a chicken sandwich. That's not why we think it's our favorite, because those are, you can get those pretty much everywhere. Where this place really stands out is their 2-piece fried chicken combo is to die for. It is so good.
It's a lot of food.
And you can ask for white meat or dark meat. You don't have to get like one or the other. You can actually tell them you want all white meat if you're not a fan of dark meat, and they always accommodate us. But this thing comes with the 2 pieces of fried chicken, which are delicious and succulent, and just the seasoning on it is so good. Never say the word succulent again.
Try not to roll my eyes.
But it comes with French fries, coleslaw, Caesar side salad, and then the home run, the cherry on top, a delicious piece of cornbread. And that cornbread is so good. And this dish, all of that, the chicken, the fries, the coleslaw, the cornbread, the Caesar side salad, you get all of that for $17.99 a person. I feel like that's a steal in this theme park. I mean, in any theme park. I mean, the price of that, I mean, I'm not saying that's cheap, but for theme park and what you get, I feel like it's reasonably priced, and it is actually really good fried chicken. The first time we had it, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical. I was like, I don't know. Fried chicken, theme park, I'm not sure. Maybe it'll be undercooked. Maybe it won't be seasoned well. What do you think?
It was so good. And I'm super weird about meat, especially chicken, actually any meat. And I was like, it's gonna be, I don't know. I might eat like the cornbread because I love cornbread. But it was so good. I ate every bite of my chicken, both pieces, and I absolutely loved it.
We literally will come here just to eat here. Like we will come to Islands of Adventure, eat here, and then go home just for that fried chicken. It's so good. Now, the only bad thing about Circus McGurkus is it closes early.
Yeah.
I don't know if it always closed early. I can't remember pre-COVID if it closed early or if it's only because like post-COVID things just don't stay open late still. But unfortunately it does close early, so this is more like a lunch place or like an early dinner location. So you can't come here for dinner right now if you're doing like a late dinner. It's the only bad side about it, but I think it is my favorite quick service because if you're in the mood for fried chicken and cornbread, it's amazing, but they also have all the other food too for other family members like pizza, bacon burgers, etc. And you can try, maybe your kids aren't into fried chicken, maybe they want just like a burger or a piece of pizza, you can do that here. So those are all of the locations that we recommend giving a shot to when it comes to sort of that quick, fast casual locations. A lot of them are nice and sit down and they're in air conditioning. There are a lot of other amazing like snack shops, side shops, like the Green Eggs and Ham in the sort of Dr. Seuss area. It's like this amazing tater tot place where you can get buffalo chicken tots and green eggs and ham tots and carnitas tots and pizza tots and all these sorts of things. We didn't put that in here. We'll put that into a different video when it comes to like amazing like little side dishes or snacks and things. But when it comes to quick service, sort of that casual, let me just grab my food, maybe sit down for a few minutes and go, this is definitely the list. These are the ones that you're going to want to stick to. Be sure to check out our other video. I'll link to it in the description below, which is all the great places that you're going to want to eat on the Universal Studios side. This is Islands of Adventure, because there's a lot of different places to eat there as well. That's all we've got for you today, so thanks again for joining us. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. Also hit that notification so you know when our next video drops. Until we see you next time, the Noble Way.
It's the easy way.
Bye-bye, everybody.